today's topic is ICH GCP E6. We're going to talk about revision 3. And I'll start out with the caveat of it is not final. So we'll be reviewing the draft, the expected changes, and some of the industry thinking that's going into this. And then we're going to talk about ICH E8, and that's general considerations for clinical studies or clinical trials. And that document is final. And it's really a driver in terms of tying together the ICH guidances. So we'll talk about the trends and the expectations based on those documents. So my name is Nikki Christensen. I've been in the industry for over 25 years. I did start out as a study coordinator, then a CRA, a lead, a manager. I've been a director of operations. I've also worked as a senior clinical operations manager and have also been an auditor for a number of years. So happy to share any lessons learned. We'll try to bring things into very practical perspective in terms of what do these regulations actually mean? Why are we doing what we're doing? So our goal for today is to discuss the rationale, the revisions and release to E6. Again, it is a draft. So we'll talk about it with the knowledge that some of these things may still change. It is currently open for review. We're also going to talk about the changes to principles, and this is probably one of the biggest things that we're seeing in this revision because the principles from E6 have been really set since the Declaration of Helsinki. So historically, they've been very, very much the same year to year. And what we've now seen is a huge expansion on what do they actually mean in today's world. So really thinking about now, what is the use of technology? What is the differences, or what are the differences in how different countries approach things? So some of the verbiage is a little bit more open, and then some of it is really driving, again, the unique aspects of our world today in our patient populations. We'll talk about the rationale, revisions, and release of E8. We'll spend some time on just this concept here, critical to quality. And it's not new, so this shouldn't be a new term to any of you, but we'll talk about how do you actually consider what this means. The other thing that we're really going to talk about is quality tolerance limits. So you may have heard that phrase in the past with revision 2, quality tolerance limits, but the nice thing is now it's really just considered essentially what we can and can't do. So it's going to be defined a little bit more clearly in terms of how we move forward. So we'll talk about what is the verbiage change in quality tolerance limits. And we're also going to talk about how E8 really provides a cross-referencing to other relevant ICH guidelines for planning and executing development and program-related studies.